just one of the long list of programs cut by the Conservative government on Monday, the research into the medical use of marijuana. A growing number of Canadians have been given a medical exemption that allows them to use marijuana legally. Russell Barth is an advocate for medical users of marijuana, and we should say that you are a user of medical marijuana.
A license holder, yeah.
How many Canadians are eligible to use marijuana legally?
Eligible? Well, that's an interesting question. There's around 1,400 or 1,500 people who have licenses to possess. And that information can be found on the Health Canada website. People that are eligible, some estimates say there could be millions of people in Canada who are using marijuana for medicinal purposes.
What exactly has the government cut then? Is there research into it?
Well, yeah, there was some funding for some research that was going on in different places. I'm not exactly sure where, but it's just the fact that I find it compelling that a party that is boasting about fiscal responsibility and about accountability will stop funding something that we know is a benefit, that we know is good for people, and we're just starting to learn about. But they will keep funding and even add funding to a program that they know is a complete and utter failure, which is marijuana prohibition. So they won't spend money to research a medicine, but they'll spend money to hire more cops to tear that medicine out of people's basements.
Where do medical users get their medicine?
Well, there's a couple of different ways. People can have a license to grow for themselves at home. They can have a license to grow for themselves at a different location, or they can have a license to grow, they can have someone as a designated grower for them. They can also get it from Health Canada directly, which is sold to them for $5 a gram. And some people, and a lot of people, thousands of people in Canada now access their medicine through compassion clubs, which are not-for-profit organizations.
Now, does this mean that the supply is going to be jeopardized as well?
That's unclear. The Prairie Plant Systems, they're the company that grows marijuana for Health Canada. They have, their contract expires at the end of September. So whether the Tories are just going to renew the contract or extend it or what they're going to do, maybe they'll treat it like the Insight program out west and just extend it till somebody asks again. But if they shut that down, then there's no access for people to any government marijuana, and the whole program might fall down and the law as well with it.
How does marijuana help you?
It helps me. I suffer from chronic pain and bipolar disorder and depression and things like that. And it pretty much takes the edge off. It's not like, I smoke a joint or I have some and suddenly I feel wonderful, but I feel a hell of a lot less bad than I did before. So, and it also prevents me from having to use painkillers like codeine, Tylenol, morphine and stuff, things that have been damaging to my health and I'm not able to tolerate them anymore.
So what is your message then to the government?
To the government, that they should really think about funding this, because not only for people like people like me and other license holders, but this is a new and very quickly growing field of medical research. And Canada has a unique opportunity. We have all of these licensed users under a federal protection, and we also grow some of the finest marijuana in the world. Whether people think that's good or bad, it's a simple fact. And this puts Canada in a unique position to do a lot of research and get a lot of information from this plant and a lot of benefit from this plant. But instead they're putting it off a few more years. The thing that hurts the most is that a lot of people are going to see, oh, well, they cut funding to medical marijuana research. It's probably not worth researching. So that adds and it reinforces the stigma that that we have to live with already. And it's hard enough as it is. People are going to just think more negative things about marijuana now and we really should be financing this.
All right, Russell Barth, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Good luck with the fight.
Thank you.
You're watching CTV News, Ottawa's news leader.
This ain't the first time.